All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Wakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone that teaches the truth. Much love and appreciation to all the Akim elders preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And this message is for the Negroes, Latinos, and the Indians. Right? The Indians, which are Israelites, because they have the curses on them according to Deuteronomy 28, the whole chapter, especially the chapter 15, 16 to the end, because that's where all the curses are. And 1 to 15 is all the blessing, but we know that we went away, we went off on the laws and we didn't keep it, and now we're suffering all the curses that Yahweh B'Ashem Yashai put on his nation for the sake of not listening to his words and do his commandments. The title of this lesson is Could you walk in the shoes of a prophet? Could you walk in the shoes of a prophet? It's almost the same saying that could you walk in the shoes of a soldier? Right? Because we know that the soldiers are trained for the purpose of doing their job, which is basically just going anywhere, whatever they have to be deployed to go to, and destroy, kill, and they do what they do, right? We know that now, like in many places, especially in Ukraine, that they're snatching people straight from the street, put them in vans, and then just give them guns, maybe train them a couple days or something like that, and then put them straight to the meat grinder. And they even take women, and we know that the nation of Israel will never use women to go to fight. But these wicked ass nations, they put women to do it. But you know what? They want to be equal. Well, it's an equal opportunity just to go to war, right? To prove their point. But we know that whenever they calling them for it, they don't want to, because they know that they're not the same as a man, right? But we know that only a prophet can walk in the shoes of a prophet, not anybody else, because they've been chosen from the beginning, right? They've been chosen from the beginning, and they can only be Israelite, right? John 4 verse 22, ye worship, ye know what? You know not what? We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Salvation is all of the Jews, can't be to nobody else, no other nations. A lot of nations think that yes, they can like graft themselves in, put themselves in, but it says it right there, salvation is of the Jews. If not, anybody could have been, it could have been of the Jews and whatever all the Gentiles. No, even the other Gentiles or Jews too. Just they've been living in different part of the world, different countries, so they speak other languages. They speak if they've been living in Rome, they call them Roman, right? If they've been living in Egypt, they would call them an Egyptians. But you can be an Egyptian, but your origin, your gene, or Jews, so you're a Jew really, right? And the prophet, they do not love their life unto death, right? They do not love their life, because they going through different type of tribulations, right? So I got that little video there. It's just a little short video of what's happening in Ukraine and Russia there. But we know why, because the Lord is putting hell on those nations now, right? He's starting, right? Because we know that when Yahusha is gonna come back, he's gonna bring destruction. His garment is gonna be full of blood. It's not gonna be full of blood because it's just gonna come and spread love to everybody. He's gonna come in the midst of all the nations fighting each other, and he's gonna finish up the job a miraculous way, right? It's like a miraculous way. So I guess that's close enough to say the word miraculously. So he's gonna come to destroy the rest of the of those armies, trying to fight them. They're gonna just drop their fight between them, and then they're gonna try to fight Yahushua with the angels. But we know that they won't prevail, right? And the prophets are the one that will overcome. They will overcome let's go to Revelation 12 verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their life unto death. We're gonna overcome Esau. We're gonna overcome that whole system by keeping the law to the best of our ability, doing what we have to do to the best of our ability, and not love or life unto death. Not love or life unto death. Right? So right? Not love or life unto death, right? So right? So we know that that's what's gonna happen. So let me just right. So we know that's what's gonna happen because the word says it, and we believe it, and there's no way that it's gonna come. It's not gonna come to pass, because whatever the word says, Yahweh Bashem Yashai says, it comes to pass, because his word shall not come to him come back to him void, right? So we shall overcome, but we can overcome by studying, by keeping the law to the best of our ability, and doing whatever we have to do to please the Lord, because this is the whole duty of man. And the prophet will go through many tribulations, many tribulations. Our life is harder than the rest of the people, because the other people, they don't have to be chastised as much as us. We have to keep keep the law, do the best that we can do in study also, to prove yourself approved. All of this, right? So let's go to Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 4 to 5 and 10. Whatsoever he brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. A lot of people, they get impatient when they are changed to a low estate. A lot of people do not want to comply with the laws, with the statutes, with the commandments when they are changed to a low estate, because it's harder. It becomes harder to bear it, to bear the time, to bear the temptations. But we have to. It's something that we work on every day, and whenever we fail, it's a better opportunity later to know better what to do and to not do the same mistakes that we do, right? For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in furnace of adversity, right? So we want to become those acceptable men in that furnace of adversity, right? Look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? The answer is no, because look at Job. He went through so much, he kept his integrity, the Lord blessed him twice as much, right? And we know that what we're getting ready to receive, which is the kingdom, which is, everlasting life, is, dominion over the world. What else, right? What else could we wish? We don't even know exactly how much blessing is coming to us because we never experienced it before. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So we need to call upon his real name, not any name like Christ, not any of those, the name of the Gentile that they have, the name of their false god, that they worship. It's not the God of Israel. We cannot follow the ways of the Gentile, right? Let's watch that little video because there's a lot of things that's happening. There's so much natural disasters happening, fires happening, and war. There's many wars, many wars, but Russia and Ukraine, that's one of the biggest war that's happening right now, and we focus into it a lot. We check what's happening. We measure the time diligently in itself because we don't want to be surprised. We don't want to get confounded, or we don't want to be caught sleeping without our garment. So we have to know every matters, big or small, every little situation that's happening, because any little situation can bring some bigger situation. It's all combined together, right? So let's see.
Укриття! Заходи сюди, ззаді. Давай.
See, there's a lot of things happening. This is nothing. This is nothing. There's gonna be so much more stuff happening like this. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Right? There's gonna be so many things like this happening. It's not even gonna be funny. But it's just the beginning. Right? It's just the beginning. Also, another brother also seen that they're doing drills in the States. I think it's in Detroit, something like that. GMS Inquire early channel. So I mean, there's a lot of things happening in the background that we don't know, and then they're just talking about Trump is gonna get impeached again and all that stuff. It's just like the death of they found whoever killed Tupac, 26, 27 years ago. Like, nobody really cares that much, right, about it. They should have found him. They probably found him before, but they just reserve it for a certain time to bring it out, just to at the same time they're doing like bigger stuff, right? The Lord have chosen the prophet since the beginning of time, right? Since the beginning of time. So it is a chosen type of people. It cannot be anybody who's gonna do that job, because not everybody has the characteristic to do that job, right? John 15 verse 16. Let's start there. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in the name, in my name, and the name of the only begotten Son, Yahushai, he may give it to you. Right? So this is what the prophet, they do. Right? Bring fruit, do the studies, and ask Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to increase your ministry, to help, because without his counsel, without the help of Yahushai, we can't do nothing, right? And we ask the Father in the name of the only begotten Son Yahushai, and he may give it to us, right? In any situation. 18. If the world hated you, ye know that he hated me before it hated you, right? Yahushai said that if the world hates you, it hated me before it hated you. So it's not a new thing, for a prophet to be hated. Many prophets have been, hated for many in many situations, right? Many situations. There's many. Look at Yahushua, that he's like the biggest prophet ever, that ever touched the soil, right? Because he was prophesying, he was teaching the prophets to do it. But we know, of course, he's more than a prophet. He's the son of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But just for the purpose of the study, we just say, like he was like considered to be like the biggest prophet to touch the soil of the world, and they hated him. And he's the son. He's he's the greatest man that ever touched the soil of this world. They hated him. So how much more they will hate any other prophet, any prophet that is coming in the same manner as Yahushai, because we're doing the work that he was doing. We're doing everything that he said to do to the best of our ability, and so we're walking in the same manner as he did walk. So people will still hate that too, because this world is made for many, but the next world is made for few. So that's the way that they show themselves, by hating the prophets, by hating the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They mark themselves in the opposite way, not the good way that the prophet's gonna be marked. The prophet's gonna be marked, the people that's gonna be sealed, they're gonna be marked with those 7,000 men, which is just a complete number. They're gonna be marked a certain way to not go through judgment, to not go through, like all the nuclear missiles that's coming, Jacob's trouble that's coming. Some of us will get, will be put to death and stuff, and guillotine and stuff like that, but not as the rest of the people, because the rest of the people, they're done, because they don't want to follow the way of the Lord, neither that they want to try. So they're not trying, they don't want to follow it, and they don't want to hear. So the Lord's not going to have pity on them. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. So there's no way that the world is gonna end up loving the prophets. It's not their the way that the world is built to love the prophet. They just built to hate them. And the prophet also, hate this world, because this world is not suited for a prophet. It's not this life. We can see all the wickedness and we hate it. And the people, they can see something righteous in us and they hate it too. So, it's just the two opposite sides, like the Lord created the good and created the bad, and that they have to be against each other, just like Esau is against Jacob, sends the room, right? And the Lord never chose any other nations like this, like the way that He's dealing with Israel. Psalm 147, verse 19 and 20. He showed His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgment unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation. As for His judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. See? So King David knew exactly what was happening. King David said it, right? Because the other nations, they're just having a good time right now. They're having a good time spoiling the children of Israel, having a good time stealing them, enslaving them. But the time will come that they're going to have to pay for it. Because these people, they're not sons, they're bastards. They're not sons, because if you're a son of Yahweh Bashem Rashai, He will chastise you. But it says right here in the verse 20 that He had not dealt so with any other nation, and as for His judgment, they have not known them. Right? In Hebrews 12 verse 8, it tells us that they're bastards. Right? But the sons of Israel were sons, not bastards. Let's prove it in Hebrew 12 verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all the partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Right? So that's what happened. They are bastards because the Lord never take the time to teach him, His laws, statutes, and commandment. Neither that He chastise them, right? So that's why they're bastards, the other nations. But they will not. They never understood that concept. They always wanted to mingle with the Israelites too. But the Israelites also love to mingle with the other nations. But there's some occasions that they wanted to build, and that in Ezra 4 verse 3, like there's that situation that happened that they wanted to build the house of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, like a temple with the Israelites. But let's see what happened there. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build a house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build it, will build unto our Lord, the God of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, has commanded us. See? So they didn't, Zerubbabel and Joshua and the rest of the chief of the father of Israel did not want them to participate with them. See, the Lord created already a separation between the nations. There's stuff that they are not supposed to. They're not even supposed to preach our word. They're not supposed to preach the word of the Lord, because the book was not given to them. They just stole it. And they're doing a terrible job at it. They had it for centuries, for thousands of years. They had the word of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. They had, and whenever they had it, they always, did something wicked with it. Because every time when we went to slavery, they had our book. They had access to it, but they're not supposed to get it at all, right? So they had it for centuries and never did anything good with it. Never did anything good. They use it actually to do evil. They use it to control the people, and they never kept the laws, statutes, or commandment. They use it in the court system to lie. To lie. Right? But we know that the time is going to come in the new kingdom that we're going to judge the nations with that same book. We're going to judge the nation with the word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And they will not be able to get it. They will not be able to use it. They're only going to be able to comply with it. Or else. Comply with it or else. We're going to rule them with a rod of iron, right? Matthew 19, verse 28 to 30. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the generation, when the sons of men shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that has forsaken house, brethren, sisters, or fathers, or mothers, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. That's what we're looking for, right? Many of us has lost all of those things. Houses, brethren, sisters, fathers, mothers, wife, children, land, for the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. But we know why we lost those things. We lost it to get it better, to get something better. 1,000, 100-fold better, It's we cannot even put a number on that one, right? But it says 100-fold, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. Just everlasting life itself is good enough. But we're going to get everything else, which is absolutely amazing. But many that are first, verse 30, many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And we know that Esau came out first, but he's going to be last. Jacob that came after him held his heel and shall be first. That's what's coming, right? And going through all those tribulations for the sake of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, for his name, and we walk in the temptation because of what we believe, for our faith, for our testimony, right? And the people hate it because the people hate the good, but they love evil. Woe, the scripture says, woe to him that says, give evil is good and good is evil, right? Luke 22, verse 28 and 30. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptation, and I appointed unto you a kingdom, as my Father had appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So this is going to be the grand prize right there, Have everlasting life, eat and drink at that table with Yahushai and his kingdom, right? And sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel and judging the whole world. So that's what we're looking for. And it is a narrow path. It's not the broad way, it is the narrow way. between the fire and the deep water. So we have to walk straight. Sometimes we do go off, and we have to sin less, and we have to offend less. Perfecting our faith, perfecting our walk to the best of our ability, get better and better to please the Lord to the best of our ability. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone that teaches us this truth. Much love and appreciation to all the Akim, the elders, preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect.